Raniya. Title: Light of Every Ending. Role: Support deity hybrid who controls emotional reality fields. Traits: Prism singularity, converts emotional resonance into energy constructs. Hope becomes shields, sorrow becomes blades, guilt becomes gravity. Sevenfold sentiment array, wields 7 colors: hope, regret, joy, anger, fear, love, emptiness, each a different elemental/emotional law. Existential radiance, her presence unlocks dormant potential in allies and enemies alike. She becomes stronger as others awaken. Hope cascade reversion, can reverse death, misfortune, and entropy if enough people believe in survival. Apocatastasis drive, final technique that resets a being to their most meaningful, redemptive form, used only at world-scale risk. Feats: reversed the entropy of a collapsing pocket dimension. Turned a villain's hatred into healing light after defeating him with empathy. Created a living continent of memory from the spirits of fallen heroes. Ultimate Exister. Title: The One Who Cannot Not Be. Role: Ontological apex being that enforces its own reality. Traits: Dominion of being, every state of existence where he exists is the dominant one. If he's standing, then he must win while standing. Recursive self-assertion, if killed or erased, reality loops back to the last point where he existed. He can't be permanently negated. Concept override, nullifies opposing abstractions like hope, fate, or heroism by becoming the only valid truth in the battle zone. Irrefutable frame, any statement that conflicts with him, even emotionally charged or divinely manifested ones, is rewritten to favor his survival. Narrative dominance field, the story must revolve around him when he is present. All plot events bend toward him as the final cause. Feats: outlasted 3 different apocalypse cycles by simply remaining the last active constant. Defeated time travelers by locking the timeline to his subjective continuity. Transcended multiverse collapse by defining his existence as axiomatic. Fight analysis. Opening conflict, emotion versus assertion. Raniya would likely begin with radiant sentiment fields, tuning the battlefield into a symphony of emotions, trying to find the one that resonates with Ultimate Exister. But Exister doesn't resonate. He simply is. He doesn't feel emotions as powers. He overwrites their relevance. Raniya casts hopeful prism barrage. Exister's field, there is no need for hope where I already am. Prism dissolves, becoming a ripple of affirmed existence. Edge, Exister, due to absolute dominance over conceptual reality. Hope cascade versus recursive assertion. Raniya can rebuild fallen possibilities. If Exister kills her, she could force a hope cascade reversal, resurrecting herself through sheer belief and emotional law. But Exister's core trait nullifies reversibility. He always existed in the state where Raniya is already defeated. This creates a recursive logic paradox. Raniya, I never truly gave up, so I return. Exister. Then you must lose again, as all loss is proof of my victory. Unless Raniya breaks the rules of logic itself, she's trapped in an infinite loss loop. Edge, Exister, due to paradox-based reality enforcement. Apocatastasis drive versus concept override. Raniya's final trump card resets beings to their most redemptive self. Even villains cry, fall to their knees, and remember who they once were. She could attempt to use it on Exister. But here's the twist. Existor's most redemptive form is still ultimate existor. He is already perfectly fulfilled as the one who must be. Thus, her ultimate power completes him rather than defeats him. She shines a rainbow beam, and he simply stands still, smiling. Thank you. I am now exactly what I always was. Again. Edge, existor, due to paradoxical immunity to spiritual redemption. One possible scenario for Raniya to win. If Raniya shifts the narrative focus from defeating existor to inspiring an external meta-event, e.g., rewriting the universe's story genre from ontology to emotional fantasy, she could weaken existor's axiomatic presence. This would require a collective planetary will to reject logical supremacy. Her own self-erasure, sacrificing her presence to let the world feel freedom again. Creating a narrative vacuum where existor no longer matters. Then and only then, could existor no longer be the point. Possible, but barely achievable. Overall win chance. Ultimate existor 93%. Raniya 7%. Verdict: ultimate existor wins. Despite Raniya's brilliance as an emotional magic messiah, ultimate existor wins because existence itself conforms to him. Unless the battlefield reality is rewritten into a realm where he is no longer the axis, Raniya cannot meaningfully touch or change him.